nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Donna Dillard, here. Carla Jean Fraser, here. Darren Owen,
Here.
Leah Flores,
Here.
Bobby Westphal.
Here. Approval of the August 8th, 2025 executive session memorandum.
So moved.
Thank you. Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carries.
Approval of the August 19th, 2025 executive session safety board memorandum. Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carries.
Approval of the August 19th, 2025 regular session minutes.
So moved.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Darren,
Darren?
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carries.
Approval of the August 22nd, 2025 executive session of the safety board memorandum. Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carries.
Under old business, Commonwealth Engineers. Eric?
Yep. Just a couple things to update you guys on tonight. We don't need any actions on anything. Water tank project, first thing we'll cover. So if the tank's back in service now, there's about 4 items remaining on their list to punch out to get complete on the exterior of the tank. So hopefully they'll get to that this week. One of the things was grading around the site, finishing that up, and that may take a little bit longer because they're going to maybe try to find somebody to hopefully do that for them. But at any rate, hopefully we're nearing the end of this. I would like to think that maybe we can have closeout documents ready for approval at your next meeting. It may bleed over into October. Obviously, we're withholding money. There's been some quality issues. I think everything's got addressed, but there was also some damages that the town will seek against the contractor per your contract. So if I can get all those pluses and minuses sorted out, but we should have it. If not for the next meeting, I would think for sure by the first meeting in October. So we'll be able to close that out. That'll be within the time frame with your grant, with your extension, and everything there. So everything should be on track with it. Second thing, the US 150 sewer relocation project. Obviously, we had awarded that project to Triple Tex out of Huntingburg. We had a pre-construction conference with them already. We're still waiting for some of the submittals, schedules, and stuff like that with them. We don't have that yet to report. But I'll give them a call tomorrow and get an update on that. Good news is we did finally get the NDOT agreement. It came in this afternoon, like right before I left the office. So I'll get it emailed over to Hunt tomorrow to peruse through there when anything jumped out at me. That's got the updated budget with bid prices in there. It's got, you guys approved an amendment for us to do some additional inspection. That's in there. So all that's going to be covered by the money. So it should be a pretty good shape with
The
that.
electrical should be done tonight.
Oh, great.
They're hooking up right now. That's Calvin's supposed to be here, but he's still out there with them. So they're going to try to have everything switched over tonight.
Okay, awesome. That'd be good. That'll be out of the way. Should be pretty clean moving forward. Yeah. Then the last thing was on water again. You guys applied for funding from the Indiana Finance Authority for lead service line removal. Got a great deal from them that we'd always talked about, hoping 50-50 kind of grant loan is what they've done in the past. They're much higher than that now. So you've got a basically $2.5 million forgivable loan, which is essentially a grant. And then I think it's $270,000 in a 0% interest loan. So that's absolutely great. A lot better than what we all thought we were going to get. The scope will have changed a little bit because when that application was put in, your lead service line inventory showed 126 known service lines that were lead to replace. Since that time, you guys have done potholing, and the way the system works, the way the lead service line rule works, you can do something called predictive modeling that basically assumes certain things aren't or are based on what the findings were from the field work that you've done. So that paints a little rosier picture of what your lead service line situation really is. So I'll sit down with the guys, with Wes and Mike. Hopefully this week, we'll go through some of
Mike's out
those.
of town this week.
Is he out of town this week? Okay, so maybe first part next week then. So I can get through what assumptions were made, what things we still need to make sure to verify. One of the big things is if it's
You
galvanized.
know most of that, don't you, Wes?
You know, is he sitting in the front row?
Yeah, he's sitting in the front row. You didn't even notice him.
Good for a call tomorrow? Okay. The big thing is the galvanized and what if there was ever lead preceding that in the past, anytime that would be eligible for replacement. So that may be a substitute in there. So anyways, we'll work over the next couple of weeks and have some discussions with SRF. Try to utilize that money to the best that we can, given the situations that have changed there. So I think that's all I have. Yes, any other questions? Okay.
When are they expecting to start on the 150 project? I mean, I know
Yeah.
the sewer project's getting ready to start here in a month or so.
Yeah. So, I mean, they really need to get out there. I'm hoping by the end of the month, maybe the first part of October. I think their schedule's going to be pretty tight as far as them being able to get it done. There's a pretty short time frame, if I remember right, on them getting that work done. But I know there's other utility relocation work being done at the same time. So I would anticipate the end of September, if not the beginning of October. I do know they're working on another project that they just started today in Huntingburg. We're projecting to be done in 2 or 3 weeks, and I think they were coming over here right after that. So,
When's the state going to block the road?
I don't know that. I do not know that yet. So I'll see if I can find out. Because I haven't seen a schedule from their contractor. So. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. New business. Alliance of Indiana, Kelly?
Thank you, Council, for having me here tonight. I'm a registered apprenticeship program coordinator with the state of Indiana. Our program is registered with the Department of Labor. And 2 years ago, you guys approved for Wesley Reynolds to enroll into our apprenticeship program on the water side. And back in June, he was successfully completed the program and graduated with his license. I want to shout out to Joshua Dixon. He was his mentor because in the state of Indiana, as you know, IDIM requires them to work underneath the licensed operator. The licensed operator has to use his license to sign for him to get his. So thanks to Joshua, because I know he's not here tonight. But Wesley completed 4,000 hours of on-the-job training, over 288 hours of related technical instruction. So we, threw in processes and procedures that he's not used to at the plant and prepared him for the IDIM certification exam, and he passed it. And he is now a licensed operator for the town of Paoli. So, on behalf of the Office of Apprenticeship from the Department of Labor here in the state of Indiana, I want to recognize you with your certificate on a job well done. You're welcome.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. You guys for the opportunity.
Great to see you. I'll get a picture of you too for our Facebook. And thanks for the support of your wife too, because I'm sure she put up with a lot. Yeah, I'm sure she did. So thank you all, and we continue enrollment every January and July. And if this is something that you might want to consider, if you want to get Wesley dual certified, we can help with that. We get lots of apprentices dual certified, and he would only have to go back into the program for 18 months. We'll give him a lot of credit for all his prior stuff, because it kind of goes, hand in hand. Or if you have another candidate that you would like to enroll, please let me know. I'd be happy.
I know he's talked to me about it, and he said he would be willing to do it, so we'll get more into that.
And I can help you with funding options, or Apprenticeship Building America grants, or through Work One, or anything like that. So anything you guys need, just let me know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Next up, You guys, okay. So on the left.
Thank you.
Next up, new business, truck with Mary Austin.
Hello, guys.
Well,
You should have all received an email. But basically what I've got is a task order for the first of a few water line replacements from where you've had several leaks that have been noticed with the increase in pressure and changes in pressure from the water tank replacement. In addition to replacing this line, we will upsize it. It's currently a 2-inch, and we'll upsize it to a 6-inch and add hydrants down the length of it. This is a task order, so it does fall underneath our existing contract. And basically what I have done here is this gives you a lump sum for getting enough plans together so that we can get the permits. Talk to Bobby, and it sounds like your crews are going to do the construction. And so we cut out with water line. We don't need a full topographical survey if we're not bidding it out to contractors. We can use LiDAR and some stuff like that to save you about $10,000 on the cost there. So we've cut some things out to work directly with your guys to get it installed. If there is any need for on-site coordination throughout construction, obviously a phone call here or there or 1 or 2 visits up here, I'm just around and I'll do that. But if we get to a point where we feel I need more than that, that would be under the hourly portion of our existing contract. But the lump sum is to get the LiDAR data and the plans together and submit the 3 different permits that you need.
You looked at this?
Yes,
I do
This is
have
just
printed
a-
copies if anybody.
task order, the important legal stuff has been in the master contract that she presented you guys approved several months ago.
I have one. Thank you.
Okay. I'm actually want to hand those out. Last time I was here, I didn't have my business card for it yet, so let me give you all those in case you need anything at any
I got
time.
it. Thank you.
Okay.
Is it appropriate to wait for Mike
We can do that.
till he gets back and talk, so we have?
Yeah.
I would say we'd like to move to table it, just Mike is out of town and get him back and look at all this. And
Sure. Yeah, because there will be, again, especially with the way we're trying to minimize the cost, there'll be a lot of coordination with Mike.
Yes.
So.
Because I know what it costs to put that water line up there for the fire training center, and it's gonna be about the same length as what we put up there with 1 hydrant. And I think Mikey said he would like to have 3 hydrants on this system, so Mikey gets back, we'll have to get everything figured with you and everything else, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll table it till the next meeting,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
didn't vote.
Thanks,
Oh.
Mary.
Motion. We got a motion on the floor. Need a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Thurin.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
This would be for 2026 completion.
Probably, well, yeah.
Construction would be 2026, I'm sure.
Didn't know if you were pushing it out even further. Thank you, Mary.
And if that line goes from right past the police department all the way up to where it goes into the town garage. We'll go into that area, we hydrant set in between.
So in front of.
Yep. Right in front of Shaker, that'll take care of all that problem we had there. That line it's deteriorated pretty bad, so that will take care of that one. Any other business? Seeing none, we'll head to the reports. Town attorney?
Okay, I've got 4 ordinances here. The first one is Ordinance 2025-5. This is an ordinance establishing a grant management process for Paoli's town government. Essentially what this is, it just provides a framework. If you have a department who wants to apply for a grant, they need to come before council, present it, council approves. Applying for the grant, town understands all the financial implications, if there are any. Other than that, the clerk's office handles the management of the grant after, if the department receives the grant, they handle all that. So just puts a clean process in place on how to handle grants for departments.
I have some questions.
Sure.
Okay, so can you tell me what departments do grants besides the police department?
Redevelopment did.
Park
Yeah.
Department?
Yeah, parks,
Mission.
utilities, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Every grant needs to come here for approval because it has financial implications for the town.
so that's gonna prevent the police department from doing their own grants
No,
because,
they come here.
no,
and
it's just
present.
extra steps is what I'm saying.
No, this is the process that needs to be followed for the state. They come here, they present every department, no matter who it is. Whether it be you have another planning commission or redevelopment, whatever it is needs to come here because grants have financial implications that bind town government. Needs to start here.
And that's been a problem in the past?
There's no problem. It's
No problem, it's just the
I'm
framework.
just saying, you're putting, you're making it to where it's gonna be more difficult on them to do their grants because they do their own grants. And what you're saying, let me make sure I understand this, because what you're saying is, when they write their grants, before they even turn anything in, they have to bring it before the board. There's extra steps there, and why should they have to do that if they're already doing their own and it's been proven?
If the department is going to apply for a grant that has financial implications for the town and its taxpayers, it needs to start here. Get approval, and then proceed. It's a very simple process. Every other local government entity follows that.
Can you give me a list of all the departments that do the grants that will this affect?
Every department.
Every department, it's not just one.
Well, I'm just saying, because I feel like it is.
Airport, parks, all of them have to come through town council.
Okay. Just want to bring that to your attention, because I believe that it is going to put a damper on their money situation.
Not a damper at all.
Okay.
I'll turn this over to council.
Does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-5.
Motion's been made, do I have a second? Second. Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carried.
Okay. Next I have ordinance 25-6. This is an ordinance that amends the animal code. Doctor, yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me read this. This is going to amend Paoli Code of Ordinances, section 90.04. So currently in Paoli, you can't have, the code defines as ungulated animals and spoken animals. So the code will now allow horses, including in a stable, which may be kept in the condition that the horses and stable are confined in a fenced pasture of at least 5 acres. Only 1 horse per 1 acre of fenced pasture shall be confined within town limits. If the owner maintains other fenced pastures adjacent to the pasture in town limits, the other fenced acres may be added to reach the 5 acre minimum. A fenced pasture located in town limits that connects to additional fenced pasture outside of town limits in excess of 5 acres, wherein horses can freely move, shall not be subject to the 1 horse per 1 acre rule. That is the ordinance. It's a mouthful, but I'll get the job done for what council wants to do.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, Hunt and I corresponded about it. I think that is acceptable to what we've been looking for.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve
Motion,
ordinance 2025-6.
motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you very much, Council.
Thank you.
Okay, next I have ordinance 2025-7. This is an ordinance amending section 33.35, cumulative capital reserve fund. Back on May 6th, yes, council adopted resolution 25-3. This reestablished the cum cap development fund for the town and set it at 5 cents per $100 of assessed valuation. A petition was filed against that by taxpayers here in Paoli, and that was submitted to the Orange County Auditor's Office, who then sent that on to the Indiana Department of Local Government Finance in Indianapolis, and the department made the following finding in a document which was issued back on July 14th. The department stated the petition does not request that the department conduct a public hearing on the remonstrance. The petition also does not allege by reasonable statements of fact that the town complies with procedural requirements under Indiana Code 6-1.1-41, Indiana Code -5-3-1, or Indiana Code 36-9-15.5, other than a vague statement about insufficient transparency. Therefore, the department is not required to conduct a public hearing pursuant to Indiana Code Section 6-1.1-41-7 and declines to do so. And in that document, the department certified the rate of 5 cents per $100, which was previously adopted by council, again, back on May 6th. So this ordinance just formally amends Section 33.35 in the ordinance book.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-7.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded, right there.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carried.
Again, this has already taken effect, so this took effect back on May 6th. This is just the ordinance that amends the book. Lastly, I have ordinance 2025-8. This is the 5th amended ordinance establishing the procurement policy governing purchases by the town of Paoli, Indiana. The town receives federal grants, the airport specifically, others as well, the police department. So the town has to follow federal guidelines when it comes to financial matters where Indiana's code is silent. So Indiana's code states that small purchases in the state under $50,000, that's left to local government to sort of come up with rules on how they want to handle those purchases. Paoli's code needs clarified that to match the federal requirement that purchases above $10,000 are subject to a rule requiring quotes of some sort. So currently Paoli's code is you start 25, anything over 25,000, you have to have 3 quotes if available. So that's going to drop down to 10,000, which I believe you guys already tried to do that anyway. So it's nothing really different, just clarifying in your policy. And then the other clarification was purchases between $2,500 and $10,000. Those are already approved by council, but now the ordinance reads very clear, so there's no issues with that policy. So again, anything between $2,500 and $10,000 has to come here for approval. That happens anyway, and then 3 quotes, if available, on anything over $10,000.
And it was 25,000, right?
Yes.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That is all I have.
Next up would be Mike. Mike's on vacation. They have a request for some materials at the sewer plant. We have 2 bids. Water Solutions, we've used them in the past, but their prices have went up. Their quote on that is aluminum sulfate. It goes into our sewer system, and for 45,000 pounds, $7,875. The other one is Sept Waters, the same aluminum sulfate, $6,525. Talking to Calvin and Ben. This one is with shipping. So both of these will be shipped at that price.
What are the differences again, Bobby? What's the,
One
the
was
contractor again?
Water Solutions.
And their bid for
Their bid was $7,875.
okay, thank you.
And Sept was $6,525.
Might clarify those
Quotes.
That's close.
I said bid.
We have to order this about 2 times a year.
We have ordered from Water Solutions. I have 2 prior invoices where we've ordered from them, and they have each time increased the unit price.
Where are they out
One is,
of?
one's out of Indiana, the other one's out of Kentucky.
Which ones? The lower ones out of Kentucky?
Yep.
I got those for some reason. That's fine.
We can just go back. That's it, we can just go back.
I don't think so. Maybe I did.
How long does it take to get this? Is there a different time?
Estimated ship date 8/12. So
Yeah,
Say.
it don't take them long to get them here, usually
It's-
within a week and a half, 2
1 week
weeks.
lead time it says here. Is this quote still good?
Yes, it's still good. Ben talked to them and it's still at that price.
I say, I'm in favor of saving money. If it doesn't work out, don't want to try and do this.
One thing I will say at the bottom of this, it says this is not an invoice, price is not final.
So I think before ordering, just confirm.
Yeah. Because I don't want to say yes on 6,500 and then it ends up being $8,000. So what we do, if we can, make the motion, if this price is at $65.25 when we order it, is that what you want to do?
That's what motion, yes, motion
If
to
this
proceed
price
with
is-
65, that with Sitco, 6525, provided that
It's
it's
at that
confirmed.
price.
Yes.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I'll call Calvin or Ben tomorrow, let him know, to verify that price before he orders it.
Any update, do you have any update on?
Campbell Street,
Yes.
limestone, a lot of it. They're handling all the way up through there now, they're getting almost to the top, so they're about there, they're supposed to be in tomorrow, we'll start planting the concrete, and start laying it by the end of the week if everything goes good. They'll start down by the stoplight and come back. So that's a good thing. Once they get that started, then they'll be close to getting it all laid in. They're gonna start putting the retaining wall in up there across from Dillman's to hold that, support that dirt that they're gonna put in there, they're gonna put about 2-3 foot of dirt in there to level that up. They had to remove a water meter and change it today, that's done. And other than that, they had to remove some sewer lines and run them across the road there at the corner. So all
No
that's been
change
taken.
orders? they
No,
don't
no,
have
town
things?
took care of that. But everything there is going good. The tank, another update on that water tank, it is fully on. Monday, west turned completely the rest of the way on, so it's live. And we've had good luck so far. They are still trimming trees, but the project out on 150, they've been out there all day, they're still there. So that's kind of slowing down there.
I believe the last time we talked about the date for the fall
Cleanup.
cleanup. Did you hear anything about what the guys might?
What was the weekend, or the week before Halloween?
We're getting lots of calls.
Yeah, I'm getting them. I just saw them in October, it looks like that we do
The week of the 20th?
20 through the 24th. You good with that?
I don't know.
Well, there's that month. The week before, we have a holiday on Monday.
Yep, that'll take us out one day. So I think Mike was good, anything, just stay away from the holiday week, because that shorts us one day and then they're trying to catch up. So if we do anything, we go with the 20, I think the 20th through the 24th. As council want to proceed with that.
What's the county, don't the county have one pretty soon?
County's doing one, I think, this weekend, this weekend or next weekend, they do their one day.
September, this week?
Sixth.
Yeah.
I think it's on the 6th.
Yes, yes.
County's doing theirs. So if we go to 2024, is everybody good with that? Make a motion.
I'll make a motion
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded for the 20th through the 24th for fall cleanup. Remind people, no tires, and no paints, oils, chemicals, and hazardous materials are not to be put in them. Set roadside, and so it's easy access for their town employees to pick it up.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I had from what Mike and them told me. Next up, code enforcement, Pigeon Affairs.
Good evening, council. All right, on the agenda here, building permit, 205 West Main Street, that's gonna be full renovations at the old Central Baptist Church there. Building permit, 156 Linden Street, that's to replace existing culvert, add to existing right of way. Apparently, Bear Laird's church is, has he talked to you about it?
No.
No. I guess on 37 South near Unionville Road, there's an existing oak road, and they're gonna open that back up. So Then 603 Fair Street, that's gonna be a new home build. Building permit for 306 North Court Street, as assigned. Wheaton Rank, 110 East Braxton Street, that's the old county water plant. Wheaton Rank, 521 South Oak Street, as of today, that was resolved, so that'll work. At 402 South Sycamore Street, same owner of 521 South Oak Street, that was resolved as of today as well. Next, unsafe premise, 215 Horton Avenue. On that property, I did get a fix, I think that already got passed through everybody. On that property, there's 2 trailers. One trailer is burned out. I know the owner that lives in the one down below it uses the burned out trailer as a restroom. The one that he actually lives in has no town utilities. He learned that. So, no utilities whatsoever.
So the utilities are attached to the burn out?
No, there's none there. The trailer, there's another trailer that's on the same property that he's living in, has no utilities. So I'm pretty sure, I know we had a discussion about it, you have to have town utilities, it is a requirement.
So,
I would have to find that ordinance.
I was gonna say, could you find out?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
so you're saying the one that was burned out, he was using for,
That's being currently used as a restroom, so he walks up from the trailer that he's living in.
it doesn't have any utilities?
No, it's burned out,
Okay.
yeah. So I'd really like to start the process, at least on the burned out, we'll have to look at legal issues as far as the other one, on that.
So give for the one that's not burned down, give them time frame to get that up done and habitable, and then the burn down, yeah.
Definitely start that. Yeah, which that needs to go.
Council, how do you want to proceed time-wise to get this gentleman hooked up to electricity?
How much is it to hook up to the utilities?
Electric is 100, and our electric's 400, water's 100. 500.
Are there any past bills associated with the one that burnt down?
I can call the girls tomorrow, yeah.
Rachel Chapman.
Okay, thank you.
Who owns this?
Hey, Arthur and Martin. But the burning them out for sure.
So what would be the process, what's the timeline for notifying about the burned out unit being removed? Is it 60 days or
Yeah, you can give 60 days.
we can set a time?
Yeah, you can set a time for them to remove it.
That trailer burnt, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. If the owner does not move it, the town can, and then the removal cost you can recover.
With the lien?
And then the real estate taxes.
Which basically, yeah. Okay, so my big thing is we're asking him to move the
Trailer
trailer.
sells you good.
We're asking him to move the trailer, the burnt one, and then we're gonna ask him to get his utilities, which is $500.
Correct.
So 60 days enough time for him to do that is my.
As far as the utilities,
Well, I'm talking about.
or just all of it, that's,
Well, that's what I'm.
yeah.
I mean, I think he needs utilities set up before the others removed, I'm just saying. It sounds
I
like-
agree.
I agree, I would agree.
Definitely. So should we set up time limit on the utilities and then set one for the burnt trailer?
Separately.
Yes, I was. I just don't, I wish I had a little more, I should have asked a little more background information on where the utilities stood on.
Yeah.
There's, were they shut off, you know,
Yes, video rereach
Mhm.
down the utilities.
because then it's
Sure.
a really different issue.
Mhm.
Could we
Yeah.
table that?
Yeah, I think that's a shot, Rachel.
I think we should table it. I make a motion to table until we can get utility information.
I'd second that.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Then I have a pet license at 501 North Helm. A topic that I didn't have on here, but was brought up at the last meeting, the old Jones out there with tornado. I did speak with Mr. Jones. He said that he has previously tried to clean that waterway out with an excavator, but he said it went, I guess one went down in the little, whatever you want to call it, this part of his property. And yeah, like since then, he has no desire to make any more attempts on that. I did look at that. That's definitely causing the water back up across the street because it is definitely full.
What's that address?
It's right behind the car wash.
Gotcha.
It's that concrete slab there. If you look right down the middle of it, it's got a culvert that runs through it.
Yeah, I think the physical address are listed.
That's okay.
Okay. So he did state that if he could get the town access to get in there if they wanted to attempt, but being on private property, that's probably.
That's a hot thing.
There's do you have any pictures of it? I guess I'm not.
I'll get pictures. I'll get pictures tomorrow and I'll send them to you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
What it comes off the hill,
Off Walnut.
off Walnut Street. There's a culvert right there, goes straight over to it, goes in there, in the middle of the concrete. It's been there since that building was built. The drainage ditch goes right through the middle of it. And then it turns and comes out right there behind the car wash.
Yeah.
And goes into the culvert there, it goes into the state highway. The tornado, when they tore that all down and cleaned it up, there's bricks and blocks and everything fell in there, and it's got a dam built up in there now, and it pushes it all across the road. So it's flooding everything down towards 37.
Yeah, okay. Well, if it's on private property, I mean, obviously give him a chance to do it. If not, then the town can work something out with them. That's causing a greater issue than just his property.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's causing more issues for people that live over
He's
there.
not interested.
Well, in October, it's gonna be
Because
rain.
I've got pictures sent to me
Okay.
the last time we had a hard rain.
And we're for sure that's on his property, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely on his property. Yeah.
it's
Where it's
totally
blocked. Yeah.
because it runs right through the middle of this concrete slab.
Yes, it does. L
And then it
shapes back
turns.
toward the car wash.
So we'll hopefully have something by next meeting.
What I would say is this, if he will sign a release to let us in there, would that work?
Yes.
Okay.
See if he'll sign a release, get with Hunt, have him draw up a
That's some
release,
kind of form for him.
saying that we can get in there and clean it.
Yeah, we can prepare one.
Block. Thank you.
That way we can get that cleaned up and try to resolve that problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
So moved.
Motion's been made for him to get a signature release so that we can get that cleaned
So
up.
the town can clean it up at their expense.
Paula made the motion.
Do I have a second? Motion's been made and seconded. Darren?
That might be look at it and see what it's gonna cost.
I don't, to me, we just set it on top of this concrete slab. We don't have to haul into the material wall.
I agree.
I mean,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
just take the backhoe in there, and many, probably have to use a backhoe.
Yeah.
What was, did you say the address of this property?
Yes, it is the 202 North Oak Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. That's all I have, Council.
Thank you. Next up, Police Chief Randy Sanders.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm unable to give you the stats for July at the last meeting. These are the July monthly report. That first packet I gave you is for July, we had total number of physical arrests of 26. That brings us up to 130 for the year. The top 5 offenses dealt with in July was drug offenses, fault type battery, theft, forgery, and fraud, operating while intoxicated, and individuals with warrants. Traffic stops, we conducted 164. Resulted in 159 warnings and 5 citations. Accidents, we worked 12 property damage accidents, conducted 35 courtesy checks, assisted other agencies 10 times, and had 8 vehicle impounds with a total calls of service being 336 for the month. The second packet I gave you is Exxon body cameras. It's a quote. This is they kind of the only ones that I could find that breaks it down with this much service that you get with it in the packet. Most places you're going to have to pay for it up front right off the bat. So this is broken down into a 5-year payment plan, and they would replace the cameras 2 years in. So you would get brand new cameras, and then at the end of this, we would have 24 cameras, but they're all still usable at the end of it.
So it's
a good deal.
The 12 replacements are at no extra.
Yeah, no extra cost. It's picked in the, while we do that, you see the overall payment of money. I think it's 8,000 something a year.
Yeah, 8,449.14.
Yeah.
Have you looked at any reviews? Just curious how.
I would say, and this is being a low estimate, 75% of all law enforcement use Exxon.
Okay.
Some of the other options I just want to feel is by buying them outright at the front. If we was to continue on after this, we still will have to do some kind of storage plan, because their cameras are only compatible with their storage, but there is a way we can get it shipped to store it on ours, like a very limited amount, and then it would be the officer's responsibility.
So this doesn't include any storage,
This is unlimited storage.
unlimited
Yeah.
storage.
If we was to buy them outright and just got storage unlimited, it would be almost 5,000. So that shows you that, and if we was to buy cameras, you're looking at close to probably $30,000 just to buy the cameras. So it isn't the best deal by far you can do.
Alright.
Is that? If you got any, if you want to review it, get back to me if you got any questions. Discuss it at a later meeting, but this will resolve all the issues we're currently having.
So the charging issues, he's.
Yes, that one of the, we got several cameras that are not even lasting 2 or 3 hours in the shift.
So you have 12, was there a lower increment, like if you're trying to phase them in, or how would you
Well, I mean,
think about that?
we could, if you look at this, you could break it down and get how many you want, but eventually we would have to get.
Sure, yeah, I was just curious if you have, how many you have that are really high functioning currently, so you could kind of phase in.
I looked at our budget, I think we got currently close to 60,000 in our lead fund. That would be my recommendation. Take it out of there and then start planning long-term where to take the money in the future.
I appreciate the ask, for sure. As far as lit funds, I think we have a couple payments that are coming up out of that too, though.
I think it's separated for the funds. That's the separated money.
So total price is at 33,000?
Yeah, I think it's 42.
42, yeah, 42. There it is.
60-month plan, right?
Yes. And that would cover all the storage, and then like I said, we get two, or we get a complete 12 replacement cameras in 2 years. And that's if they upgrade. They expect to have body camera 5s out. They currently have 4s. We would get the upgrade.
You got a meeting with finance tomorrow?
Yes.
You guys want to discuss this further in finance meeting to figure out how we're rocking it? You good with that? And then once they get it figured out, then we can hopefully we can get that taken care of. In the next meeting, if everything works out, then we'll go from there.
Anything else for me?
Anybody have anything else?
Do you have extra copies of both of those?
Yeah, I'll do it for you. See you.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
Next, park director, Davey Grimes.
Oh. One thing about those cameras too is, I know I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. But those newer cameras, they also have auto translating that you can get classes. And so if you come across like a Spanish speaker or something, I believe they can read the text out to you or something, you know. Tonight, we had the fall festival. I'd like to thank the town for coming out and thank for all those who were in charge. They did a lot of work over there this week.
The chamber did a great job.
Yeah, yeah. We only had one incident, but I'm working with Zach, and we believe we're gonna be able to come to a conclusion on that, so nothing to worry about there. I don't know if you guys have been to the community park lately, but on our baseball field, on field 1, we had a rash of fungus that has grown out when we had the big rains and the water set on there because of the drainage. I guess gel savers, but you guys know Amos. He came down and sprayed for the yellow nut sage. He said that it's all going to have to be aerated. So when he aerates, I'm going to have to reseed, well, overseed. And so it looks kind of bad now, but there is a plan. It will look nice by the time spring comes around. Youth football, they do one day a year at the park. Theirs coming up this Saturday. Paoli's Pals League is every Saturday this month with a rain option of the 4th. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, the band will be using the Gators, which has already been approved. We also have a suicide walk at the park, 5K. The only other thing I have is with the grant process. I always come up and say, hey, I want to apply for this grant. That's all I need to do, right?
Sir.
So.
Have it reviewed. It's usually
Yeah.
Do I need to bring, like, if it's, most of the time it's a salt trout, so there's not much of a match, but if I am applying, I need to bring you guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna apply for this amount, the town's match would be this amount, right?
Yeah, preferably beforehand, just send everything and let
Yeah.
people look at it so they can
Yeah.
look through it before the meeting, and then, yeah, just present it like usual.
Which I have applied for one grant, but I already told you guys for the scoreboard stuff. Other than that,
How many tournaments you got left?
how many do I have? I have 4 on the books. Probably only one. Yeah. The other 3 are all a new promoter, and I checked their website and they kind of shut down for the year. They they run a lot out of Jasper, and Jasper had a lot of rain at the early season, so it kind of dampened on them. The other one that I do have, he only booked one with us this year, and it was such a success that he went ahead and booked this one, which is on my anniversary, so I didn't get any brownie points for that, but we're getting another tournament. And then he's booked 5 for next year. So it's already growing, so. Yeah.
The only thing I have for you, David, is earlier you were mentioning intercoms for in here.
Yes. Well, it's just it hooks to the app, to the thing.
Okay, so where do we get them and how much are they and all that stuff? And is it hard to hook them up? 'Cause
Well,
we've got to get something.
The app, as long as you have an old phone, it don't even have to be on the plan or anything.
Okay.
And it'll just hook up to that through the app, so 0 cost,
Zero cost.
as long as you have the phone.
Okay.
And
And
then
you say
on
that, I heard that you said that we would be able to put something,
Yeah, or, well, your other option is we can mount that camera on one of these walls, because the closer you are to it, obviously, it's gonna pick you up better, and it'll pick up this, so that'd be an option instead of having to worry about if the phone is good charge or anything like that. If you just have it on the wall here, or I'd probably say that corner, that way you can pick up the person at the podium. And you can get a wall mount for that for probably $20 or something like that.
is that something we can get done by next time, our next meeting?
Or we get a phone, have we still got any of the old phones?
You'll need a phone if you get a phone.
Yeah, you wouldn't need the phone.
Well, let's see, if you go up there, will it get all of us too? You'd
It
have
would
to
get
check.
the back of your heads, probably.
Oh, the video part, yeah.
Yeah, the video part.
But you'll be able to hear us. and
You'll be able to hear you
whoever at
better,
the-
yes.
As long as we're seen,
Yeah.
you have to be seen and heard.
They need to, this to be a front shot.
Oh, it does?
So.
Well, yeah.
What about you guys?
What?
Does it need to be a front shot of you guys also?
No, but just so they can see the council.
Then I would say right above you, huh? And that way it shines right over here. Picks you guys up on the microphone.
Because we're getting a lot of complaints on the, you know, we gotta fix that.
If you want me to, I can work with Joe, or I can just go and look at it
Shoot for the
now.
next meeting, I don't know, I'll have to get Joe, you and Joe, what your schedule is.
Alright. Yeah, because other than mounting it, that should only take about 10 minutes, and then it'll work just like it does now.
I have to run the cables.
They're plugged in right there. I've already spied them out.
So let me ask you this, so do we still use our camera? back
You'll
here?
use the camera, you just won't use that tripod.
Okay.
That camera will be
Be up
mounted
here.
just up there, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then it's just a remote to turn it.
Which you might need a step stool to turn it on.
That's what
I was just gonna say,
I don't
is it gonna
really
run
climb every time you turn it
Yeah.
on, but.
Well, we can mount it lower too. Since you got it set down, it wouldn't hurt to be mounted where you can just walk in and push a button.
Yeah.
The camera's pointing at the ceiling.
Yeah, we just mount it right between the two tables there.
So do we need to vote on that or anything? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm all for that, it's actually getting tired of you complaining about it, and I understand, because unless you have your little earbuds, you can't hardly hear.
Yep. Another option you could do is you could buy another one of those cameras. It's a separate app, but it's still free. I mean, you can have two, one here, one there, but it wouldn't make that big a difference.
Would it be like a split screen then?
No, you can just switch back and forth, but it uses both microphones. It's very good. Yeah.
I think we try them out, see what it does. If it don't work, we use a phone, if we can find one of the old phones that we used to have.
Yeah, it doesn't even, it's any kind of phone.
As long as it charges.
one of the charges.
Cause that goes with my
But
feet
you
line.
can download the app too.
Yeah. Well, actually, you don't even download the app to the phone.
So
It just connects through Bluetooth. All right.
That's good.
Guys, have a good night.
Thank you, David, appreciate it.
Next up, Clerk Treasurer Beth Jones.
Council, first I have a parade roadblock request. It's for the Rick McGill Play Child Shop at the Top. They're requesting October 3rd from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and October 24th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And then you all should have a copy of our live stream contract, and I quoted that to her earlier today to review. It's for the 2026 contract. I believe the letter says there are no changes.
Do you have an extra copy?
Here. I've got mine from last year. It's the same.
Oh.
There's no
No
contract
changes.
changes. This is our ESP services.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
And that will be for me, unless everybody signs on the for approval for me to go ahead and sign and submit it to them. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, I have a pay increase. Mike had mentioned this at our last meeting, Remington Allen. Actually completed his third year apprentice certification. We received a letter on that. It was effective August 15th. So his pay increase effective August 15th from $26.78 to $30.90.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Then I have payroll allowance for the month of August in the amount of $216,025.92.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And I have claims, excuse me, claims from August 20th through September 2nd in the amount of $647,825.60.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carried.
I didn't get a copy of that either, was that all right?
I'm sorry. You didn't get copies of any of that. I'll check with Vicki and who's putting those in today. I apologize for that. All right, the only other thing I have, council, I had mentioned previously, in the previous meeting, the dates for our budget public hearing and adoption. We've had to change those dates. So our actual budget hearing will be October 7th, and the adoption will be October 21st. That's all I have.
Next up will be the concerned citizens' comments. Willow? Says you want to speak? Okay, yes, you did, I'm sorry. Rebecca?
Me?
Mhm.
I just want my trees cleaned up.
Okay. We're working on that now.
On 56?
Well, not right now, but right now they're trying to get that power line system done. They're cutting tree limbs and stuff coming around.
But those have been since
Yeah.
2 years. Those are from the original one, and I've been trying to clean them up myself. I've got most of them. I've got the 2 piles that they left in my yard cleaned up. I've been up here like 5 times. I talked to Mr. Rutherford, who was less than helpful. But I just had one. I try to mow through there. Nobody's mown there all summer, but I mowed through there. I hate that. I don't want it to look trashy. I pick up the trash. I try to mow, but those limbs are hanging like widowmakers. So when I was mowing yesterday, one of them fell and hit me in the eye and head, and I'm on the corner trying to get this stuff done, which I pulled them down, some of them. But next time I'll put them in the road. Because it's 2 years.
I'll get a hold of
I've been
one of the
patient.
guys to try to get them out there tomorrow. Right now, we've got this road project. I'll see if Chris can get the other Chris to go out there and see if we can start cleaning them up.
I just can't lift some of them, Bobby. They're too big for me.
Yeah.
From 2 years ago.
Out there past my van, up over on the curb, right past where Scotty Quick used to be, back up in the woods.
Right when you come in town, and I remember when I was a kid, that's the first place I remember you get to Paoli when I was coming to my mom and papa's, and I don't want it to look nasty.
I'll
And
get a hold of
there's some big
Chris and
trees.
see.
They're just cut and hanging.
We have right away with the telephone lines. They're supposed to be cleaning that up out through there, so I'll get a hold of, if they got this project done out here on 150, if they got time, I'll have them swing out there and see what they can do to get them cut up and out of your way.
Just the big ones. I'll get the little ones. I've been working on it now.
Okay. Let me see what I can get done with them guys tomorrow. If they're done out here where they can pull them, I'll pull them out there and try to get them cut up down on the ground, get them out of
I'm not trying to be a pain, but I've been pretty patient.
there. Okay.
Next, I'll put them in the road.
Thank
And I
you.
will. And you guys know it.
Kelly was already gone. She's been spoke. She's gone. That's it. So I entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.